Well, good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your April the 2nd, April the 2nd, just for today in a meditation. I am so excited. I don't even know what's going on. I am just excited to be with you today. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. And remember, if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, the title of the meditation for today is Attraction. Our public image consists of what we have to offer: a successful, proven way of maintaining a drug free lifestyle. Basic text, page 75. Oh, that's crazy. I don't ever remember reading this one in all these years. Okay, it says, yes, we are attracting new members. More and more addicts are finding Narcotics Anonymous. But how do we treat our newest members when they arrive, worn out from their struggles with addiction? Do we reach out to newcomers who are standing by themselves at our meetings, confused and uncertain? Are we willing to give them rides to meetings? Do we still work one-on-one with the addicts who suffers? Do we give out our phone numbers? Are we eager to go on a 12th step call, even if it means getting up from our comfortable beds in the middle of the night? Will we work with someone who has a different sexual orientation or is from another culture? Are we generous with the gift of our time? No doubt, we were met with love and acceptance by our fellow addicts. What attracted many of us to Narcotics Anonymous was the feeling that we had finally found a place where we belong. Are we offering that same sense of belonging to our newer members? We cannot promote Narcotics Anonymous, but when we put principles into action in our lives, we attract newer members to the NA way, just as we were attracted to recovery. Just for today, I will work with a I will work with a newcomer. I will remember that I was once a newcomer myself. I will seek to attract others with the same sense of belonging I found in NA. I like that. I like that. Oh my goodness, that was a treat. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Oh, that meditation took my breath away. That's why that pause was there for a second. You know what? I don't know what it is. This meditation is exhilarating for me. It is exhilarating. I'll tell you why. Because I'm trying to think of the release date for this particular meditation. I don't know the release date offhand for this particular meditation, but it is attempting, right? When it's talking about what we're actually willing to do, okay? And it's basically this first paragraph. Do we still reach out? Are we willing to help newer members or newcomers with their struggle, get them to meetings? Are we willing to still do 12-step calls? Many people don't even remember what a 12-step call is. It is being willing to, you and one other member, we never suggest that you do it alone, but go and sit down and have a meeting with someone that is caught up in the grips, right? Or just suffering and trying to figure out what this is all about. They may not actually be using, right? But it could be that they are just caught up in the grips in the lifestyle. They are struggling with wanting to use. They could be using. And this is someone that is what we would call a member that has been, in our meetings and recovering with us. And we are trying to remind them of what Narcotics Anonymous is, what the fellowship is, and love up on them with the spiritual principles so that if they do make that decision to leave or stay out, it won't be because we haven't tried to carry the message to them in the spirit of step 12. So a lot of people don't really experience the step 12 in this sense. They experience in maybe mentioning it to a friend, bringing someone to a meeting, um, but not in the sense of, that the way that it used to be. Okay. So are you willing to do that? Because here notes are you willing to get up out of your comfortable bed in the middle of the night? That means someone has contacted you and said, "Oh, I am at my wit's end. I need some help," right? Or so and so is at their wit's end, and we need to get to them, right? So, and then it talks about, are you willing to work with people that have a different sexual orientation or another culture? And let me throw this in here: a different higher power, a different um religion or no religion, right? Because we read all the time what is the Narcotics Anonymous program. We read that all the time. And when we read it, in and of itself, it is letting you know, don't let these things be a hindrance to your recovery or the recovery of other people. Oh, I love this. This is scrumptious. So today I'm committed to working with a newcomer. I am willing to remember that I was once a newcomer. I remember the reception. And oftentimes when I'm requested to speak at a newcomers meeting, I talk about my first week clean. I talk about being at the World Convention in 1993 and sitting in a workshop entitled Spirituality versus Religiosity, and how over the years, I always go back to that one workshop that had hundreds of people in it. I go back to that one workshop because I struggled deeply with my religiosity. I struggled with religion in general, hated it. um, and I had a hard time understanding how spirituality was different than religiosity. And I remember having a serious meltdown and being protected by some of the women in the fellowship that were present, allowing me to grieve religion, allowing me to grieve religion, um, and the abuse, the impact that it had on my life. So whenever I go through uh, something, or I'm passing through, over the years, have gone through several things that I can't even name them all. It's amazing that I'm still alive. When I go through those types of things that are challenging and jarring to just my existence, I go back to the fact that this is a spiritual program. And so I remember being a newcomer and the love that I received by spiritual minded people. And so I just want to encourage you to look at this again today, see where you're at with it today, and see whether or not you're able to be an attraction to others with the same sense of belonging that you found in NA. I know you can do it. I'm going to be working on it too. You guys have a beautiful day on purpose. I will be talking to you soon. Take care.